So as we go off-roading, it's only natural that one of these days, as you push your skills or you hang out with people who are a little bit more competitive, or you've been modifying your car and you want to really try it out and you're not too familiar with it, that you will flip over. Now, hopefully in the desert, the flip over is going to be a mild one like the one we see here, or just a miscalculation as we were going over the dunes sideways and the car just flipped over. And basically the driver managed to get out of the car unharmed. Probably happened at the speed of 10 to 15 kilometers, and that's the typical speed that you will see in the desert. Now, there's not a lot of preparation, as you can see here. What's happened is everything just come shooting out of the vehicle. So as the cooler box falls out of the car, it brings out other things of safety that you can see. Now, this is just a coincidence that he had the doors on the glass, but if you look a little bit closer, you'll see what happens. Had the glass been open or the door removed, probably the driver or the occupants would have had their hands trapped between the roll cage and the sand. And that's not a good thing, because a lot of the times it will just break your arm or cut it off. The lucky thing is the guy got out of the car, and then the next drama starts, because typically when this happens, everybody's got so much adrenaline and you don't think. So this is what happens when a bunch of people who haven't had an experience with a rollover come across. They basically pushed it, they rushed out of the car, they thought they're trying to help their friend, they pushed the car over and it just rolled multiple times. Now the damage is literally 4 times. All sides, top, bottom, both sides of the vehicle all have damage. So let's look around the vehicle and see the amount of damage that has occurred as a result of an uncontrolled roll. We'll look at the driver's side, the bonnet, the front of the vehicle, the other side, and also look at the roll cage and from the top, what's happened to the car. It's an extensive amount of damage. Now, we'll go over from this and hopefully we'll show you how to do a proper safe recovery using a vehicle winch. So now we're going to recover the vehicle using a winch mounted to the Jeep. As you can see, it's fixed into the bumper. It comes originally from the manufacturer, so the safety levels are the highest. The winch is rated at just above 9,000 pounds. The vehicle is around 3,000 pounds, and that's a very important factor. You can't have a winch that has a recovery rate less than the vehicle weight. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to connect the remote control into the winch, and then we're going to pull out the rope and take it over to the vehicle and tie it down to the vehicle. Now, it is important to note that what we normally do is we try and use radios like this between the 2 recovery persons. You need at least 2 people, one on the winch, one on the vehicle, and probably another person even spotting and looking. And then using the radios, we can coordinate this. So as everybody's in position, we've got the radios with the 3 operators, and we're now going to attach the rope from the winch to the vehicle that we need to recover. Now I've got my colleague at the back there attaching the synthetic rope, the recovery rope that was in the winch. So the reason we tie it and pull it upwards instead of letting it go down is to stop the vehicle damaging itself any further. As we saw earlier, the vehicle had some damage on the side because it's sitting there on the mirror, so the mirror and the side of the car is damaged. But by pulling it back up, we should restrict the amount of damage happening to the car. And you can only do that with the winch. Okay, go ahead. Bit more, bit more. Now slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, because now it's going to go bang in a minute. Come on then, come on then. Bit more, bit more. Boom. Well done. So now we've done the slow recovery. As you can see, we've got it back on its belly. And normally what we would do then is take the vehicle with the winch in the front of the car and tow it out. Look at the side of the vehicle. Even the side mirror hasn't got broken. It's got bent. There's a few dings and dents, but nothing serious. And that's the big advantage of doing a controlled recovery with a winch.